Hello beautiful souls, welcome to my channel. My name is Sanja and today I'm talking about why are we here. Now I have so much to say to this topic. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna have to be brief. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to say more about this. Maybe I'll make a part 2 someday. But I just at least want to make the gist of it because I want this to get out. There were so many comments, specifically from one person under one of my shorts this morning, and I'm like, I so want this. These are connected, but honestly, I wish I have an hour to film this video. Anyway, so why are we here? Now, maybe you already have an answer to that may serve you, if it serves you, if it makes your life happy, if you're joyous, if you don't need anything more than that, that's completely fine. But if you feel lost, if you feel stuck, if you feel like I was when I was looking for answers and this made sense to me, then maybe it will make sense to one of you. I'm not saying this is for everyone, not everyone will resonate with this, that's completely fine. But for me, what I believe, what served me, what I finally, when I heard this, I was like, yes, that makes sense, was this. We're in this physical experience to turn thoughts into things. And that's so amazing. We are creators of our own reality. Now, why do people don't agree with this? Now, first of all, they don't live the lives that they want. And they say, well, I didn't create this. I don't live the life that I want. So of course, I'm not the creator. This is just nonsense. You're not deliberately creating what you want. You have these past beliefs, this past something that maybe your parents taught you, the school taught you, the trauma maybe that you had, the unhealed past that you had, the only way you were programmed, and you think that's it. You have the reality of now, which is your past thoughts created from your past thoughts and how you vibrated in the past, and that how we vibrate, we create the future. So your current state now, your current reality now, it's from your past thoughts and vibrations. Now you can deliberately change that. And if you become deliberate creator, which is deliberately creating the stuff that you want, and once you feel that, you'll know that's what it is. People that are unhappy, people that are miserable, people that are unfulfilled, that they don't like what they're seeing, that people are surrounded maybe by people that aren't being good to them, are gonna always blame others, and are always gonna say either, well, this is just the reality, we don't create, this is nonsense. Of course, like I said, if I wanted to create something, I wouldn't create this, or they would make fun of stuff. I mean, this is all typical. I'm not trying to offend any of you, but this is typical behavior of someone who's not taking responsibility for their own life. The only thing we can have control of is how we think and how we feel. Yes, there are thoughts that are going to come in our head that are not going to be fine. Even when you're on high vibration, you're still going to have thoughts that are not going to be serving you. But in that moment when it comes, you can recognize it, you can change it. This is why so many recommend meditation, so you can just calm yourself down, silence yourself down, just be in the present moment, just be aware of the thoughts that are coming to you, be aware of the surroundings, making the habit of being aware. Because when that negative low vibrational thought comes, you can recognize it instantly. There are people that would have maybe some of those thoughts that are maybe going to start throwing plates in the wall or start shouting at people or anything. They're not going to realize, they're not going to be aware of the thought that came and then the feeling that followed that thought afterwards. But once you meditate, once you're aware, once you're in the present moment, you can be there. Like, I don't know how to explain to you. Be aware when that thought comes and decide what to do with it. In terms of, you can maybe think about it, where it came from. Maybe you need to see where it came from so you can heal part of yourself. Maybe you need to live it, let it through you, but you deliberately do that so you can feel better after you get it out. Or maybe you can see, this isn't serving me. There are so many thoughts that are not going to serve you. Our brain is there to analyze all the dangers around us, and some of them are genuinely not serving you. And you can say, listen, thank you, brain, for thinking you're helping me right now, and I'm tremendously grateful for you, but now I'm going to choose to focus on something else. And then you focus on positive, high vibrational thoughts, something that it's going to make you vibrate on a higher vibration. I'm really trying to make this as simple as possible. So we are creators, but whether you're deliberately creating or not, that is the question. If you have a reality, I love Dr. Joe Dispenza when he says your personality creates your personal reality. If you want to hear more about this, Abraham Hicks, Dr. Joe Dispenza, first two people in Abraham Hicks. You don't have to, you can find them on YouTube, you have them on Instagram, you can order books. I mean, my favorite book so far is Dr. Joe Dispenza, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. I mean, that's, when I read that book, so many wow moments happened. But you can learn more of this stuff from others as well. I'm not saying anything that is new, but I am trying to share it to as many of you as possible, because like I said in one of my previous videos, I wish I had something like this when I was younger. I wish this knowledge was there when I was growing up and thinking, what on earth is this? This is not, I felt this is not how you're supposed to be and live. I always thought you're supposed to be happy in life. And then I had a father who would say, no, you're not. That's just nonsense. You're supposed to struggle. You're supposed to go through life and be miserable. You're supposed to go through life and sacrifice everything. And just, that's the way it is. You're just miserable. I'm like, no, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know where to look for answers. Like I said, we didn't have, maybe these books existed, but where I was living, in the library that we had, that was not available to us. Then obviously The Secret came out, but The Secret, the film, but it didn't say everything. It said a lot for a beginner, but I really hope if you watch The Secret and think that's all that is, it's just the tip of the iceberg. And also there are two types of secrets, one with Abraham Hicks, one without. That's a completely different topic. But anyway, I have 2-3 minutes left. So what can you do to become deliberate creator? Focus on the good feelings, on the good feeling thoughts, on things that make you feel good. If you have a dominant vibration that is low, if you have a dominant vibration that is miserable, that it's sad, that it's angry, that it's any of those, I have a video of the scale, I'll link it down below. If you have any of those lower vibrations, and that's dominant, so it's most of your time, when you start doing this and practicing this, everything will crush down, everything will fall apart, everything has to go so you can build good foundation where you can, build everything on. So once you start practicing this and everything starts going south, that's the process. You need to clear all that shit up that you've had, that you've built up so much. You have to take it in the bin. And then clear up the space and then put the good stuff in. So the key to this is to be persistent. Make your feeling, how you feel, aware. Set the alarm. I said this in previous video. Set the alarm every hour. Ask yourself, how do I feel in this moment? Because based on how you feel, you're going to create, but you're going to create whether more stuff that you want or you don't want. So if you don't feel good, you're not going to create things that you want. If you do feel good, you're more in aligned with what you want. Based on how you feel, you'll be able to tell what you're manifesting in your life. When you're deliberate changing the focus to how you feel, doing things that make you feel good, listening to good music. Maybe even screaming in the pillow will help you raise your vibration. You can't go from sadness to happiness in one go. That's what that scale is from, that again, I'll link down below. Go step by step, go up, then do everything that you can to have that dominant. In the beginning, it's going to be maybe 90% I'm miserable, and then 10% sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm not. Then it's going to be 80-20, then it's going to be 70-30, maybe it's going to be 90-10 again. But if you are persistent, if you don't give up, those are the two keys. Being persistent, never giving up. If you don't give up on feeling good, if you're persistent in feeling good, your dominant vibration, then it's going to be one day maybe 80% of feeling good, and then 20% having those moments and minutes and maybe hours when you don't feel good, which is completely fine. We're not supposed to be happy 100% of our time. We need to have contrast. We need to have those things so we can expand. So that's all fine. I really need to wrap up this video. So to conclude this video, we are creators. You can create better reality for yourself. What you're surrounded by now is your previous thoughts, is how you were vibrating in the past. Now you know when you don't feel good, you're creating more of what you don't want. When you feel good and you can choose deliberately to focus on things that make you feel good, you're going to be more aligned with things that you want. And then you can have more of the things that you want in your life. I love you so much. See you next time, my lovelies. Think about this and watch this video again until it clicks. Until it clicks. How we feel tells us what we're going to manifest. And then we can deliberately change what to focus on so we can feel differently, so we can vibrate differently, vibrate higher, and getting the stuff that we want. Love you so much. See you next time. Bye.